Today, Hot from Kettle has grabbed a couple of friends, and Prince, Donnie DiGeronimo, who are taking a trip down neck to the Ironbound section of Newark. Of Spain in the Ironbound section of Newark. Here with Donnie DiGeronimo, former Montclair Battalion Chief. Now, Donnie, you're a bit of a regular down here in Ironbound.
I'm usually down here at least twice a week. My first recollection of coming to the Ironbound section was around 1973 when a large group of my friends and cousins, we went to Tony DiCanecca on Elm Road, and after that, loved Portuguese food after that. And since then, I've been to numerous restaurants down here in the Ironbound. Spanish Pavilion, Forno's. We used to come to Forno's very often. Now I go to Dega Grill. One of my favorites is Ciabra's. The seafood is great.
My family's from Newark originally, whenever they immigrated over, so I remember coming down in the 60s.
Really?
Even before they had all the changes in the riots in Newark. But we would come down, go to various restaurants, different places, and it was just great to walk around everywhere.
We would make field trips to the Ironbound section during the Kimberly School and Montclair Academy merger. The guys and the girls would get together, and on Friday nights we would go to the Spanish Tavern, or let's see, that was probably the place that we would meet at most, and then we'd go around. And then, as a teenager and years ago, you were sort of pioneering or trailblazing by coming from Montclair to, yes. However, we had friends at MKA and Kimberly who were living in Forest Hills, so they would be sort of like our tour guides. And my family coming from Newark as well, I'd already known it.
A lot of people also call the Ironbound section of Newark Down Neck. Now, Donnie knows why they call it Down Neck.
According to the historian, I think Charles Cummings, the area in the Passaic River, the area right in this area here looked like a chicken neck, and so they called it that. It's not used as much as the Ironbound is now.
Now, why is that? Do more locals call it Down Neck? And
I think the old timers called it Down Neck.
Okay. So, Ann, is it Ironbound or is it Down Neck?
It's both. I grew up calling it Down Neck, but I'm an older generation. I think the newer people call it Ironbound now. Actually, I think the changes in the Ironbound are not as noticeable as changes in Newark and overall. Right. I think Ironbound has stayed pretty consistent with the flavor of the neighborhood. There's just not much of a change. There's not a change that I see in this particular area.
Most of Newark has changed. Ironbound hasn't changed as much. The one thing right outside from Forno's here, there used to be one of the train trestles, which constituted part of the Ironbound. They have disappeared. Just a number of them have disappeared. The train trestles was why the area was called Ironbound, because it was surrounded by the iron train. There was a large Italian population down here, but there's also large Polish and German populations at one time. I think the Portuguese started coming in the late 50s, early 60s, and now there's a lot of Brazilians here and a lot of Ecuadorians in the area too. So you can get a good mix of different food in the area.
Great.
But I would say that today it feels very sort of absorbed by New York City, and there's a lot of people who work on Wall Street who even live in the neighborhood.
That's
so
right.
I would say that yes, it's transformed a lot. Real estate-wise, it's become more valuable and important, and it's just a great, fun place. I just wish that the first ward still existed. That would really be practically the Little Italy of the world. with all of the places, and Frank Sinatra used to go. But now we find the same thing in Down Neck, and it's a very historic neighborhood.
Well, that's
as
what we were talking about a little bit with Donnie, was that initially there were a lot of Italians and Polish immigrants now, and now that has sort of changed. Can you tell us a little bit about the cultural presence, the ethnicity presence?
Well, I would say that what I know is that there's not too many. I would say that the Italian community isn't as big as it used to be. People have moved elsewhere, and I know of a lot of people who are from Portugal. There's a very big Portuguese community here, and Brazilian. And Dominican, I think, and also Wall Street. So it's very diverse, very mixed. It's like being, sort of in New York City on the Lower East Side has these types of mixtures, and we're all very close. There's the PATH train that goes right to New York City, so it's a great place, and I'm hoping that it'll continue to have a lot of success.
Excellent.
It certainly merits it, and the food is delicious.
Right. Shall we get to that?
Yes, I can't wait.
Thank you, Frank. Pleasure, you are. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much. This is great.
Spoons at Forno's have turned pink from the sangria. Isn't that fantastic? Here we are in the smoke room at Forno's. It's right adjacent to this nice little patio out here, which is great for summertime. But what they also have is a bar menu. Now, when I've been down there, I've spent a lot of time at the bars, admittedly. But what they also have are these steak sandwiches that are so incredible. I love the steak sandwich with a picture of sangria. Behind the bar at Forno's of Spain with Fernando Lois. And how long have you been mixing sangria, Fernando?
Around 30, 35 years.
35 years. So this is going to be an expert mix of sangria. Show us how it's done.
That's very easy.
Okay.
Just you put the fruit, any type of fruit, orange, apples,
All right.
grapes, pineapple, whatever you like.
Pineapple.
Yeah, you can use any fruit.
Nice. Now what we're mixing today is a traditional red sangria, not the white.
This just you put liquor, brandy, regular brandy.
Do we have measurements
Not
or do
too
we
much.
go by not too much?
Not too much.
See that?
Just a little bit.
All right. Triple sec.
Triple sec.
Very nice. Okay.
Just a touch orange juice.
Beautiful.
And you leave it marinara
Okay.
around 1 hour, 2
So,
hours.
you have to leave this marinate for about
they
an hour.
concentrate the flavors with the
I
liquor,
see.
the fruit, everything. Right?
What kind
the
of
wine?
wine?
Red wine, regular red wine.
Now, to be
Table
authentic,
one, yeah.
Do you need to
Burgundy, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, dry wine.
Really? Okay.
Dry wine.
So it doesn't have to be a Rioja, it doesn't have to be a Spanish
No,
wine.
not necessary.
Any sort of red table wine.
Yeah. And then just put ice.
Right. That's... So give it a little stir.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Here we are with the owner of Fornos of Spain, Camilo Rodriguez, and the manager,
Yes.
Andre. So, now, can you tell us a little bit about traditional paella?
Sure. So this is our paella venetiana, and it's made with different seafood and chicken and sausage. So you have shrimp, bay scallops, squid, little neck clams, New
Okay.
Zealand mussels, and half a lobster.
Now, is the rice prepared beforehand?
It's no, we cook it with every order, and they first saute some onions and peppers with olive oil, and then we cook the seafood, and then we cook it with the yellow saffron rice.
With the saffron rice. Now, this is beautiful. Now, how long does a preparation like this take?
Our paellas take a minimum of 30 minutes to cook.
Okay.
So we cook it and then we leave it on the grill just for a little so you can see it'll cook a little on the bottom of the pan.
Wonderful.
And it kind of darkens that rice.
Right, and that gives you the depth of flavor
Yes.
that you're after. Now, how many people does this serve?
This is our paella. We do it for one.
This
but
is for
it's-
one?
But that's a nice order.
That's a big one,
Yep.
I'll tell you. Okay, and how much is this?
This one I believe is $25.
Not bad. Look at this. all of this shellfish, beautiful lobster, $25. And can you ask for a more plentiful portion? This is incredible. Very, very nice. So just brought us this fantastic picture of blue sangria. Check it out. Yes. As I mentioned, very difficult to be hot from the kettle. Here we are with Ironbound native Debbie. What's your last name?
Merton.
Debbie Merton. So Debbie, how has this neighborhood changed over the years?
Well, we've had an influx of different people from different places and people moving away, but it has a strong sense of community, and the people that stayed here, we really love it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And is Forno's your favorite haunt here in Ironbound?
Forno's, Spanish Tavern, there's a lot of different places that we go, and they're all good and we like them for different reasons, and like I said, we get treated very well.
You do, and the service is incredible here.
It's impeccable, and everybody's so sweet to me, and I just enjoy coming here more than I should.
Well, it's a very comfy place. I mean, it's got a very cozy vibe, but great service, fantastic food, and the sangria.
Oh, well.
Red or blue or white?
Actually, I've never had the blue.
Oh, we're having the blue right now.
That's like exotic for me. I usually drink like white wine or an after dinner drink, but I've never had the blue.
I see. All right. Well, would you like to have some blue with us?
Why not? You twisted my arm.
Wonderful. Well, there you go. From an Ironbound native and resident. Thank you. So we've stumbled upon a group from Western Pennsylvania who comes to Forno's every year after seeing the Christmas show in New York. And this is Joyce Reed and her granddaughter, Michelle. Now, tell us, why do you come to Forno's to tell you?
We started many years ago coming. We were referred by a friend of a friend, and we were so surprised the first time. And everybody said it's worth a trip to New York just to stop here.
Just to come to the Ironbound, to Forno's. Right.
This year, I suggested to the family that we skip a year and not come to New York. Michelle said, "Oh."
You were not having it. You wanted to come to New York, huh? Always. Yeah.
It's tradition.
It is a great tradition.
This has become tradition for us to stop.
And how many years have you been coming here to Forno's?
12.
12 years.
12 years.
Wow. And how many people are in your group?
70.
70 people. Oh my goodness.
Buses.
That's wonderful. And you're the leader of the group.
Kind of. My family helps.
I see. Now, are they all relations who come on the bus, or is it people from
friends and family? Friends and family both. And this is my son-in-law over here.
Hello. How are you? We're talking about why you come to Forno's here in the Ironbound after seeing the Christmas show. How do you find the Ironbound neighborhood?
It's very nice. Food here is exceptional. I don't think we can find any place between here and home that would be even close.
Great. And what do you drink when you're here?
Sangria.
Sangria, the red sangria?
Yes.
Fantastic. And what are you having to eat today?
I'm having a filet.
You're having a filet. Very nice.
Every year.
Yourselves? What do you eat?
Roast duck.
Roast duck.
I never
Nice.
saw a menu with rabbit on.
With rabbit. We were just talking about that. The rabbit. Yeah, Forno's has this great rabbit. It's awesome. It's awesome. Well, Joyce Reed, thank you so much for talking with us. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you.
DJ Lama.
Thank you so much. Andre, now you also offer space for private parties for people, private catering.
Yes, we can do parties of 20 to 36. We have a private room, and then we have this room where we can do parties between 40 and 70 people.
Oh, very nice. Now with the addition of the Crew Center down here, how have things changed for you?
We've been getting a lot of customers. They've been going to the Devils games, the Nets games. We had Andre Bocelli last night, and we have free parking for our customers so they can come enjoy dinner here and then walk to the Prudential Center. It's a safe walk. There's cops in every block.
Right.
And then they just come back, grab their car, and go home.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much to Ironbound Newark. Thank you to Forno's. Thank you, Camilo, so much. And this was...
Hot from the cotton.
You got it. Very good. Thank you, Camilo. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the paella now.
We certainly will. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're continuing our tour of Ironbound Newark. Donnie's leading the way.
I am.
And here we are. He is. We just had some sangria.
This is Ferry Street, and this,
Okay.
they have the Portuguese festival here. I believe it's in May, and they have a Brazilian festival along here too. That they've been cut down the last couple of years because of
Finances.
Finances, I guess.
Do
for the
they
city.
shut the whole street down?
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, that's a great spot over there where Iberia's parking lot. They have a band and they have all kinds of food.
And I think we're really kind of getting into the heart of Ironbound right now. I mean, you got Riviera Bakery right there. a Dega Grill, Brasilia right there. This is the heart of it, isn't it?
Yeah, popular
right.
seafood, which is the most popular down here.
I've been to this place.
I've been to this place only once, but I have been to this place.
Donnie.
Sat outside.
I've been here a couple times.
Yeah.
It's good.
Sagres.
It's good. And a lot of locals are in here. Late at night, you'll see a lot of them just sitting out here in the summertime.
This whole neighborhood just smells fantastic. I mean, Forno smells great, but when you walk outside, like, it smells great out here too.
The beef,
it's
the garlic.
You can smell all the smells. Well, we like food, right?
We do like food.
But that's what I like about New Jersey. You can go to different areas of in New Jersey and feel like you're on vacation in a different country anywhere.
Yeah.
I love to come down here and feel like I'm in Portugal or Brazil.
Right.
Or
it takes
Union
you away.
City, like you feel like you're in Cuba or different places. Great.
But this is great. Really, really.
And Newark down here is very safe.
It's so safe. Okay, here we go. Riviera Bakery. Grab some espresso. You know, we had some sangria before. Well, we hope you enjoyed our tour of Ironbound Newark. Make sure you get down here. It's safe. There's fantastic food, fantastic drink.
A lot of great places down here, and you can see we're going home in little baggies.
That's right.
Not our food, but this is our dessert.
This is absolutely.
And lots of great smells, so come on down.
Fantastic smells. All right, and this was
Hot from the kettle.
excellent. Hey, Donnie, what was this?
I think it was hot from the kettle.
I think it was.